I'm Gwen Preston of Resource Maven. We're here at the Metals Investor Forum in Vancouver in November, and I'm joined by Peter Akerley of Erdene Resource. Erdene is Mongolia. Mongolia is Erdene. You have been in this country for 20 years, more than at this point. And I start there because Erdene has a great high-grade discovery, or a great discovery, high-grade with disseminated around it. You've done your first resource on that. But what is almost more exciting right now is sort of a regional picture, both within the projects that you already have and beyond that. So why don't you explain what's going on there?
That's right, Gwen, and thanks for having me today. Khundii has caught a lot of attention over the past 2 years as we've had these tremendous high-grade hits. We've come out with a resource. We've now established over 1 million ounces of over 2 grams per ton between Khundii and Altenar. But for me, the real excitement here is what we've discovered as a district. It's taken us about 10 years to kind of zero in on what we call the Erdene terrain. And we have 20 high priority prospects spread throughout that terrain, which is sitting out there in government land, which has just started to open up in the tendering system. And I've been 30 years as a geologist in this business. I've never seen the opportunity sitting out there at surface like we see with these discoveries. And so I've been patient there for 20 years. We've started to get the traction. We've got new discoveries, but I see a tremendous opportunity in front of us for new discoveries as we move forward.
And that's really interesting in a bunch of ways. One of them is from an investor in Erdene. You guys have this background in the country that is really unparalleled. There's no other group that has the geologic background that you have. And there's been this moratorium on new land coming available for a long time. So you've sort of been like building up and building up and building up and waiting, and now it's starting to happen. Yeah. The work that's gone into this is not talked about a lot, but it's over 10 years and over $6 million of pure regional exploration. And from looking at satellite imagery over that entire belt down to having people in the field carrying out stream sediment work and doing boot and hammer work, when people came and went in the country, like they do with the cycles throughout our industry. Sure.
But we were able to persevere, and for almost 20 years have been consistently the most active exploration group in that country, and it's paying off.
Right. And of course, Khundii attracted a lot of attention when it was a new discovery. If you were able to pick up a new asset that's got the same possibilities and have another discovery, that reignites that whole situation.
Right. I think when you look at the probability of discovery here, you can go back to the fact that the 3 deposits we have, Zunmod, Altenar, and Khundii, are all sitting exposed at surface. You can go out there and take a rock chip off of Khundii and have 1,000-gram samples.
Right.
The other 22 targets we've identified all have surface indications, either from satellite imagery or from boot and hammer. But what's underneath that? Nothing's been done in this district. We're the only ones that have done any exploration. So what are the probabilities when you drill deeper than 150 meters in all of this area that you're going to have additional discoveries? It's very exciting.
Absolutely. The other thing that 20 years in a country does, if you use your time wisely, is give you a lot of credibility and a lot of support within country. And that's certainly part of the Erdene story.
That's right. And it's twofold, I guess. We have been there for 20 years, and we recognize the importance of having a strong social license to operate so we can get through our permits, get through our licensing, work with the local community, all those things that we all face in the mining community wherever we work. But you also grow a want to help those local people. You're out there in that local community, you see the difficulties they have in daily life, and you want to see better healthcare and better education. And so we're helping with that. Even as an exploration company, you're seeing that. There was a study done by UBC this year. I don't know if you had a chance to see it. The
UBC does so much study. So many studies all around the world. It's hard to keep up.
Looked at us as a specific case of can exploration companies add value at the exploration stage. I'll get you a copy of that. But they can, and I think we've done a very good job of that, and it's something we want to see continue on. And as I say, it's a balance between we have to have social license for selfish reasons, but we truly want to make a difference, and we are.
Absolutely. And now you're cross-listed in Mongolia, which is also a first.
Yeah, so today we have 6,000 Mongolian shareholders. We had $1 million raised in that financing in June.
Right.
We, I think, had about 1,000 new investors come in directly into the financing, but we also had the local communities issued shares. And so there's 5,000 people in the 2 local provinces, sub-provinces, that are shareholders.
Right.
So that, it does 2 things. It obviously makes them feel part of what we're doing, but it also pushes us more into making sure we've educated fully with transparent materials everything that we do now, whether it's press releases or financial statements, are translated into Mongolian and made available through our website in Mongolia.
Huh, interesting stuff. So, I mean, busy year ahead. You obviously are wrapping economics around your initial deposits
Right.
at Bayan Khundii and Altan Nar, but you're also keeping a close eye on this tendering opportunity. You're looking at some of the other dozen targets that you have in your regional package there.
Right.
So lots to do.
Yeah, so we'll get the PEA out later this year. We'll launch our mining license applications, which we hope to have in place by probably second quarter of next year. We will take our regional work this year and review that, interpret it, and come up with new programs for next year. And we will participate in the tender process. In fact, we'll make our first tender bid November 14th.
Well, best of luck with it all. I look forward to keeping up with the news flow.
Thank you. It's exciting.
It absolutely is.
Yeah.
Thanks.